Welcome to our Family Life series from the University Campus Fellowship. Today, I want us to look at a very important topic. It's coming from Child Guidance, chapter 16. So, the title of this topic is A Happy Partnership. I want us to look at what are some of the principles that we need to have if we are to have a long life partnership or marriage, beautiful marriage that is on a Christian perspective. So the first thing that I've put out here is marriage as a long life journey. So most of the time when we are preparing for marriage, we prepare for weddings. I've seen most people spend a lot of money on weddings and they are not ready for the future that will come. When you enter into marriage, you should always know that it's a long life process and you have to learn each other. Other people spend a lot of time dating and they say, I know him very well. No, my sister, you don't know him very well. You have to stay with someone and you have to learn them every day, because as you go, you see that there are new things that you learn about things. And then people change, they're not constant. After 10 years, will not be the same. They would have developed, they would have changed, they would have. So it's a long life process. So you should be prepared for that. Number two that I've put out here is character reviewed over time. So just like the first point, the character of a person will be reviewed. So you have to know that this person may have different characters that I have to deal with. And then there are certain characters that a person will show you while dating. Please, if it's something that you know that will compromise your marriage or the way the union, you better work out those or you break. The other thing that I'll talk about is testing strength. People are different and you need to know the strength and the weakness of a person. So you need to test how, for example, if it's a man, their leadership skills, if it's a woman, their homely skills. Make sure that these are tested and tried. So how can I try to test these strengths and weaknesses? There are always signs that show that this person is weak in this area, this person is strong in this area. Try to make sure that you do not overlook them, work them out. So coming up together is an opportunity for you to complement each other. I've seen that sometimes in marriage, some weaknesses, people may not want to take them. But you know, when you see a partner show their weaknesses, that is an opportunity for you to go and help them work out so that you can have a very good relationship or partnership. But if you take their weaknesses and then you just want to beat them with that, tease them with that, judge them with that, you're not helping. You're destroying yourself and you're destroying the other person, their self-esteem, their reputation. If it's a man, you find that sometimes they question their leadership, they question their manship. So make sure that you address these issues correctly. The other thing is commitment and mutual support. So show your vision that a woman will support. And sometimes as sisters, we also don't want to just walk into your own vision and at the end of the day, we achieve your vision. We also have our own visions. So make sure that you check out for this. What do you want to do? How can I support? Sometimes we just want your moral support. Sometimes we want your financial support. Sometimes we want your time to support what our dreams are. Sometimes we want you to give us time so that we can achieve this. So make sure that there is mutual support. It should not always be one-sided. You're always supporting your wife does not support you. Or you're always supporting your husband. When you want to bring up a topic that will help you develop, they quickly change the topic and take it to themselves. So make sure that you have this mutual support and help each other to grow spiritually, grow financially, grow in all areas of life. The other thing is patience and kindness. You are coming together, you are been brought up differently. Make sure that you bond, you are patient with each other. Do not always try to cut off your friend. You're not patient, you feel like they're wasting your time, and sometimes you find that you marry this person who is maybe slow, someone who is not quick to do things, someone who take their time. Be patient and be kind, but try to improve that area of weakness. The other point is beware of external and internal threats. So there are internal threats that has to do with a person. There are also external threats that sometimes come from family members. We need to guard those. There are certain times that you want to make a decision, but you're always consulting your family members. It's like in that relationship, you're not the two of you, but you're a crowd. Make sure that you guard all those. External threats, guard them. Sometimes it's weakness, maybe you don't have self-control, maybe your partner has no self-control, they are bringing in other women or men in a relationship. Please try to guard if you are to be happy in your marriage. The other thing is balance, rulership, and leadership. Make sure that you account for this. If you don't, you find that they will always overlap and bring tension into your relationship. The other thing is expression of love. So there is what they call love language. Have you forgotten about it? Are you appreciating your partner? Please, we should not forget what brought us together. Let us express love. Let us have night dates. Let us spend time together talking, bonding, and all that will bring about a happy marriage. The other thing is cultivation of tenderness. We have to be tender, patient, and kind. Then also focus on joy and home happiness. We want people to see that we are happy. Meanwhile, sometimes in our homes, we are not even happy. Why can't we focus on making our homes and our joy so much happy that we don't have to explain to people, we don't have to post on social media for people to see that we are in a happy relationship? Let us focus on that. When you are stressed out there, when you are frustrated out there, the last place you want to go to is a happy home, and that is where our focus should be. The other thing is affection and communication. Very important aspect. We need to communicate, constantly communicating, not where you cut off communication, you cut off affection. There are a lot of people that are in marriage but they're not happy because their partner is not affectionate. So let us make sure we communicate in terms of affection, in terms of what we want to do, where we are, what is our next step in this life. It is very important. We should not just see things happen without any proper communication. Then attention, paying attention. I think I'm coming back to this because it's a very important thing. Pay attention to details. And sometimes, especially as women, most men, these small things, they don't really pay attention, and sometimes we have to remind them. If it takes reminding, let us do that, because you are a person that has appreciated their weakness and you're trying to work on them. Communicate. I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling like this. Don't just start acting up and you want your friend to discern that you're not happy, you're not what. Make sure that you communicate. Then also avoid self-centeredness. It's about you and not the other person. In marriage, you have to serve. There should be service of each other. So in anything that you do, make sure that you are not just about you. Whether it's in a sexual relationship, whether it's finance, whether it's anything, make sure that you remove yourself and work with we or as a couple. That will help you. The other thing is forbearance, forgiving. Make sure that you have a big heart to forgive, because daily you are meeting, daily you may face challenges, daily you may face frustrations. Make sure that you are forgiving, you are kind, and accommodating. So the last point is divine assistance. So all these things, it's very easy and possible to have this. But if you remove the divine assistance of the Lord, you find that it will be very difficult for you to forgive, to pay attention, to love, and to be there for your partner. So these are some of the principles that as a couple or people that are intending to enter into marriage should have. Work on these and you'll be happy. Join us next week as we discuss other things. Thank you.